Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the road to Soul Eater Blind Reactions. We're at Volume 3, starting now. Once we get to Volume 7, we'll be full-ass blind. I will gouge my fucking eyes out, and we will not be able to see anything else. Starting off, we got Kid, we got Patty, we got Liz. This is a great pose. Also, I should probably state this right now. Starting with Volume 4, I'll be like, guessing who's on the cover, what, the cover vibe's gonna be before we actually, turn to the next volume. For the first three, I don't think it really mattered. For the first three, it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, as always, this cover fucking cooks. I appreciate Akubo just straight out just being like, all right, how many poses can I do for 3 people? Given zero shame and given they are willing to do whatever the fuck they want to do, whatever the fuck I assume Kid tells them to do. This, absolutely, this is so good. It's a real small bracket, big bracket, squiggly in between. Oh, they fit so nicely. But yeah, you've got the nice size gradation because Patty's doing the big squats. Her leg is bypassing Kid and going into Liz's legs, but her hand is going through Kid's crotch but bypassing Liz. It's really good. It ties them all together. It is such a clear this shouldn't work but it does, which is also definitely their whole dynamic. Also centering Kid right in the middle. So clean. I love it. Also, we've gone the color here for the soul changes every volume, which I've been trying to copy in the thumbnails as well. But I don't know if they really align. I guess this one, the blue for Black Star, fair enough. Then here, I guess this is the yellow for Soul, so I guess those do line up pretty well actually. Yeah. So I guess this pink is supposed to be the top colors for the Thompson twins, because I wouldn't really align that with Kid in any way. Yeah, I mean maybe skin, but even so, I feel like they have it's not much of a difference, but I feel like they definitely have pinker skin, whereas his skin isn't it's not dead pale white or anything, but it's a little less tanned. It feels like he goes outside a bit less. But yeah, pink is not what I would assign to any of them, really. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. And of course, we got the perfect covers. Kid is fine. I think Liz and Patty actually are really good here. I like the dynamic. I like that they're offsets. They're very intentionally not trying to be even in any way whatsoever. Liz is squished to the side, which also really highlights how big she is. Her head can't fit all the way in, or I guess the hat can't fit all the way in, her body can't fit all the way in. Meanwhile, Patty is smaller, more compact, and yet she is taking up more space. Her arm is curved. She is trying to take up more space, and even then, she's not even using up all of this space here. It's very asymmetrical. But yeah, it looks really good. Also, it captures their emotions very well. Liz is always the one complaining about kids' shits. She's the rational one, and then Patty's just sort of there. She's always 1% confused as to what she's doing. Just 1%. She's on the ball. She's just strange about it. But yeah, these expressions are perfect. Whereas this is a Kid expression, but it doesn't feel that Kid-esque. I guess also Patty's trying to copy kind of the motion that he's doing. Not quite, not really. I think I'm just stretching there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of his. I'm a decent fan of theirs though. They look great. They look great here. Ooh, speaking of looking great, feet. Damn, this looks great. I think I was talking before about how I really like the way Kubo can, do boxiness in a way that is really cool. Their feet are definitely that right now. These shoes they are rectangles. They are rounded rectangles. But I think it gives them a big chunky energy. Same with the soles. I appreciate that they're not overly textured or anything. There's no grip on them. There's a little there is a shape here. You can see the shading here. It's not pure black, but it is also very simple, very clean, very smooth without even being shiny. Yeah, they're very, very imposing. And again, the perspective is very, very strong. Like, he's in the middle, but also in front. Like, he's leaning in a position where, like, his feet are further away. Like, they're firmly planted on the ground. By that, you can see then that he's not. Like, he has to be leaning up against them a little bit. Or at the very least, like, like, it's a slightly unstable position, but he can brace on them. He knows they're there for him. And then they all get to be very confident in this one. Yeah, this is an all-timer. This is great. This is such a good perspective shot. Like, also just their expressions. It's so good. It's three different, like, ways to look down upon someone, but not in a, like, negative way, just in a literal, like, you are small and I'm looking physically down. But yeah, banging. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. This is the, like, yeah, we're doing all weapons here. I guess we can do an all Meisters thing, like, afterwards, but we kind of already have done that, like, visually in the series itself. Whereas, like, all weapons is tougher to do. Or, like, we've done everyone, we've done everyone. I don't actually think we've done all Meisters. Never mind. So yeah, maybe we'll do that for Volume 4. But yeah, good as always. Again, I appreciate that Kubo will have someone pop a squat. I appreciate, like, the variance in sizes and shapes. They all look good. They've all got red on them, actually. Huh, I didn't notice that. Cool. That does make sense. Like, they are all killers, so to speak. They are weapons that draw blood. Oh, okay. This has got some real misery energy to it. Like, this is a real Maka has kidnapped you. There's no escape. No surprises. I guess the alternative might be like if she's planning like a birthday party for Soul, for instance. This would be a very easy, like, listen, don't you fucking blab. But it's so clean. Like, just the fact that, there's no extraneous information. Like, you see the, like, the power cord has been cut. The phone cord itself has also been cut. It's a clear, like, that's all you need to know. You are now isolated. You're locked off. Yeah, very nice. Rip off the pitch black soul. Huh. So, my guess was, like, for what these are referencing, I was thinking before, like, Volume 1, Soul Eater himself. Volume 2, Black Star, I believe. Like, Black Star or Tsubaki, but even then, I don't think that really fits. And then this one, rip off the pitch black soul. Yeah, it doesn't fit Kid at all. I mean, maybe the black blood? Like, like, ripping off the, like, the pitch black, the black blood itself. Like, off would be, like, a bit odd. But again, like, we're not going for grammatical accuracy. We're going for vibes. So yeah, this could be another Soul one then. Oh, look at this stack. Look at the geometrical perfection of it. The tease. To be fair, I don't know if Maka can even feel the blares up there. But the tease, nevertheless. Also, the hat having, like, like, swirl over here. Ah, so clean. Oh, in color, it's even better. Yeah, it's just such a fun image. God damn. Okay, leaving the fun. Where am I? It's dark. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. I hurt all over. Is this? Well, yeah. Obviously, it's fucking Soul. It's Soul from the cuts. My immediate thought was like, is this Soul or is this Black Star? Why the fuck would it be Black Star? Which way is up and which way is down? Where should I go? Help. Okay, so he's going into the light. Crack. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, that's rough. That is rough. The expression on Maka's face is honestly so scary. Like, we've never seen her look like this. This looks almost like a Stein expression. But like the fear in her eyes, the sweat. We've seen her sweat a whole bunch, but I feel like like her look is also so often it is like like her eyes are like glazed over. So like seeing the sharpness in her eyes here is already very striking. Also like the blood spurting out. Obviously, I'm guessing this is him. Like, how do I put it? Like, this seems like Ragnarok's memories almost, or like like Ragnarok's like like fear response. Like, like being a weapon that is inside of your Meister. It is this like weird fucked up version of resonance. Like, you are literally, this is, two becoming one, but in a like horrifying way. In a real like, oh no, this isn't supposed to be how it is way. But that makes sense with, like the black blood infiltrating him. And okay, he's trying to put on a brave face, but like, yeah, this has gotta give him some fucking anxiety the next time they try to resonate. Like, what happens if you go too far? What happens if you end up inside of her? Medusa, I hope you're not actually emitting your snake energy right now. This is a pretty good recap from like where we left last volume off. He's got the black blood. We're going to continue to research him. So, I don't know if you should be on the don't pee grind. I mean, it does fit him a lot, to be fair. He's real fucking stubborn. I got my own self into this mess, so don't go blaming yourself. You know, I appreciate he has the presence of mind to realize, like, oh, yeah, that didn't work out. I gotta be honest, I've definitely missed this exact signal before, so you know what? Fair enough. Good on ya. But yeah, it's real hard not to blame yourself when it's like, yeah, you got yourself cut by literally jumping in front of me when I was about to die. But okay. Like, Maka's sad, not just because of, the whole situation, but specifically because she's like, yeah, I shouldn't worry Soul like that. God, these two. But okay, Spirit finally showing up to try and spend some time with his daughter. Again, I will never forget the bit where she was like, okay, I guess my daughter's fighting a witch for like multiple days. I should talk to her. I will not. I mean, I can understand the negative response as well. Like, Maka hates him, so there's not a great incentive to continue to reach out. I can see why it'd be a lot easier to just go to the cabaret where the girls are actually very down for you reaching out. Meanwhile, we've got Black Star here. Clean, straight up the library. Why? Oh, you didn't even get one soul on your most recent assignment, did you? Man, this boy's got such fucking ADHD. I mean, it's more so that he wants attention, of course. But, how do I put it? Like, the fact that he can say directly, like, yeah, I get it. I don't get any souls. That's why I do the remedial lessons. I get it. Like, it is that clear thing of, like, the remedial lessons aren't, like, they are not a disincentive. Which is a very ADHD thing of, not, like, consequences not being a motivating factor. Of course, consequences happen, and, like, you're a human being. You can still go, like, oh, I don't like the consequences. I will try to, avoid them. But, only to the extent of, like, well, they've come, so I guess I gotta figure out how to, how to mitigate this. But yeah, Kid, I don't know what would be good to motivate Kid? Like, in the modern day, I would say give him a fucking phone. Let him do TikToks where he heals people. I think that would definitely help. But in this situation, given the world he is in, I don't know. But yeah, Sid, I don't think you know what the fuck you're doing. What you need is punishment. Doing something you don't want to will teach you a lesson. It will not. It 100% will not. You just talked with him. You can see it will not. Man, you were the kind of guy who didn't know how to fucking teach. Okay, come on. Don't burn down the library. 10 minutes later. Oh, charisma just as rocks. He's the second biggest shot there is, after me, of course. God, I love the idea of reading comics. Like, you've got your subscription to fucking Superman. You're watching you're reading Detective Comics or whatever, and you're like, man, this guy is almost as good as me. He's so entertaining. He does have a big star on his, I guess those are just pants. Yeah, I knew the library had manga. I'm gonna skip class tomorrow and come back here. Well, you're getting him into the library. That is something. Oh, Kid? What, you're being punished too? Okay, so he came into the library specifically because he wanted to go look at Excalibur. Interesting. Wait, you can't read Excalibur? I don't know. Huh. There are multiple ways to read this. Like, is he illiterate? Or is it that he, what languages exist in Soul Eater? I haven't really been paying attention to the words. Oh no, that's a real Black Star move. But, I everything I've seen visually with my eyeballs has been in English text for the most part. So, is this a world where, things are mainly written in English? Because that could also be the thing of, maybe Black Star can read, but he can't read in English. It could also just be, he literally just can't read the word Excalibur because, it's a strange word. Because also, to be fair, he is reading manga. And he's not saying anything about the situation here. So he could just be looking at the pictures. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, Excalibur, the one who draws the sword out of the ground, will be praised as a hero for all eternity. I've heard that someone who carried Excalibur in the past was even made king. I think it was King Arthur. Of course, like everything in Soul Eater, I assume this did happen at some point, but what the fuck did Arthur look like in this world? A sword like that must have beautiful symmetry. Excalibur, huh? You're being punished too, Dr. Stein? But okay, he also could not take Excalibur. I think, oh boy. The Holy Sword Excalibur sounds really interesting. Look, Maka, look at how stupid the sun looks, trying so hard to keep from falling asleep. Why? Why does everyone hate the sun and the moon? There has been nobody has praised either of them. We've seen at least the moon be graffitied. We've seen the moon being stabbed. They both bleed blood. What the fuck is going on? Why does everyone hate these two? I mean, I'm not gonna be a hard defender. Like, let's not get it twisted. Maybe they're fucked up. Maybe they're evil. It's very possible. But from where I'm at right now, in my personal life, the sun and the moon have done very little to bother me. The sun more so than the moon. But even it's, I can make peace with it. Because also, what happens when the sun falls asleep? Like, is this, like, when the sun sleeps, does the moon then come up? Can the sun try really hard to be like, no, it's still day, it's still day, it's still day? If you have, like, an exam that happens at noon, like noon, of course, is when the sun is right in the middle of the sky. If you have an exam at noon, can you bribe the sun to not, to not go to noon? Can you tell it, like, listen, I'll give you $20, so stay over there for the next 10 minutes. Noon has to come 10 minutes later than usual. Can you do that? It didn't even occur to me that, okay, yeah, he's talking about the weather. Like, this is some lame dad chat. Oh, but yeah, this is a real Joker moment. This is a real, finally biting the car. Like, he's finally got Maka. It's finally a quiet moment. Maka's not trying to Maka chop him in the face. This is the perfect situation. But what the fuck do you do once you've caught the car? I mean, step one seems to be the complain about the sun. What the fuck is step two? Maka's so bored with you, she took out a book to read. I have to say something fast, something witty. Think fast, think fast, think fast. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, we know he doesn't give a fuck about Soul. Which is also a big problem. Like, right now, what she would want to hear about is, like, something about Soul, maybe about the fact that, they're both scythes. You could say something like, oh, a scythe, don't count a scythe out so easily, or something like that. There's no way he's gonna. What the fuck's he gonna go to? Hey, you should only read somewhere with good light. Jesus fucking Christ, my dude. Oh my god. Oh, he's so bad at this. He spends days upon days hanging out with women. He does not know how to talk to them. I guess because, to be fair, he's paying them to hang out with him. Like, I suppose, yeah, that is the counterintuitive thing of, like, if you're paying someone to interact with you, you're never going to gain actual social skills because your social skills have already been bolstered by the fact that you're paying them. Hey, Dad, how do you feel about Mom? Okay, I love her. All right. Then why do you cheat on her all the time? ... Crap, I hesitated too long. No matter what I say next, it won't sound persuasive at all. Hang in there. Fathers all over the country are on your side. Don't run away. Face your daughter. Don't run away. Don't run away. It's gotten kind of cold. I have to go back. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. She really puts on the pressure just like her mom. This is like 1% pressure. Spirit, how are you so fucking bad at this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Maka-chan, Daddy loves you and Mommy more than anything else in the whole world. It's true. It's true. ... I'm telling you, it's true. This is really unpersuasive. Okay, we cut away! We cut away! Oh my god! Oh, this is brutal. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, again, I am unbelievably bad at human interaction. I should be executed for some of the things I've said. And yet, I'm glad there's one character in all of fiction who is worse at speaking than I am. It gives me hope for the future. Meanwhile, northern part of Britain Islands. This is fucking crazy. Soul Eater has the most of any series I have ever read. The most we can just go places. Like in Dragon Ball, like, Goku has a flying cloud that lets him literally go anywhere in the world, and yet, like, he's still constrained by, by, like, not knowing about places, by just generally just being like, well, why would I go to this place? Meanwhile, in Soul Eater, like, someone hears about a place, like, oh, Egypt's kind of cool, or, oh, did you know Excalibur is real? Immediately, let's just fucking go there. Let's go across the entire goddamn planet. Insane. Also, did you two not bring your weapon? I guess if you're going to go get a weapon, you don't bring your weapons. I suppose that is literally the subtext here. Like, yeah, the series has been very straightforward about, like, the parallelism of, like, relationships with, being a Meister and a weapon. So I guess, yeah, like, the jump from, like, like, the whole, like, don't worry, I love your mom, I love your mom, I love your mom. And then hard cut to two Meisters going like, let's get a different weapon, fuck it. Fuck our weapons, let's get Excalibur. Also, kid, so now you are bringing out your skateboard. How the fuck did you two get here? I would have assumed he took Blackstar here on the skateboard. How the fuck did you get here? Also, now that we've like seen Medusa in Volume 2, I think it's much clearer now that, like, this is definitely magic. Like, I'm not sure, like, what resonance, like, fits into for, like, stuff like that. Like, that's also crackly, but, like, kid, like, doing this, you can see the, like, the crackles with, like, the skull heads here, the death heads, I suppose. It's so similar to when Medusa is, like, like, flaring up, and you can see a little crackle of magic with, that, like, ends in a snake head. Though I guess, like, is magic just a use of your soul wavelength? Because, to be fair, like, all the magic we've seen also requires you to, like, do a chant. He's not doing a chant here. Or, like, same with, like, when he activated, like, destroy mode, like, there as well, we saw the crackles with the skull heads. So, to be fair, maybe that is just the way his soul manifests. God. I love he's not even, like, riding upwards. He's sort of, like, blasting off. He's just kind of hoverboarding straight up. Ah, man, Blackstar's still fucking cool. Man. Also, now that Spirit has said it, I'm not gonna be able to get out of my head. Look at this bitch ass son trying to not fall asleep. Fairy Paradise, Eternal Cavern. Ooh, I do love the way this is designed. Like, yeah, all of these, like, I don't know how I'd even describe these. They're almost like streetlights, kind of. And then, like, yeah, like, clearly these are, like, very sparse, but then, as you go here, they are getting, like, more and more layered until they just become a tunnel. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, I'm guessing this is, like, Avalon, I suppose. Like, the place where King Arthur went to lay to rest after all was said and done, where he still slumbers now until, of course, England shakes off the evils of democracy and also kills their current, like, royal family and then reinstates King Arthur and he comes back any day now. Oh, I didn't even occur to me. Yeah, not having Patty and Liz is a unbelievable detriment here. Like, the kid is fucking cooked. There's no way. The ground's muddy. I can't get down. My shoes get all dirty. Carry me on your back. I'll take care of the water dripping from above. You handle the mud. We're being assaulted from both above and below. There's no way one person can pass through this alone. God. Meanwhile, ooh, Barry. Is this the way to Excalibur? Yeah. Okay. So, dead end. Here's Excalibur. Huh. It looks like it's like, like, was Excalibur, like, thrown down here? Like, this does look like it's not a big hole, but, like, this part's, like, caving in a little bit. All right. There's Excalibur. Oh, the air is trembling. It looks like what the book says is true. The one who carries the holy sword is dubbed a hero and given eternal glory. It looks surprisingly plain. Like, like, you've got embellishments here, like, on the little circular guy here. The guard might also have some. But yeah, it's not as, like, insane as you would expect from, like, Excalibur. But that in itself, I think, also makes it look pretty clean. Only the chosen hero can draw it from the ground. Want it. Boom. Got it. Insane. The gag of putting it back in is so good. So understated as well. So unbelievably understated. Immediately just like, can you try it again? Huh? What's with you? You saying that can count? Okay. You'll never be able to draw it. The holy sword chose me because I'm such a big shot. Real monk-ass move. But okay, you drew it as well. Okay, here we go, here we go. Here's Excalibur. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Excalibur. Don't worry, I remember Excalibur. I don't think it's possible to have seen Excalibur without remembering him. But, still, this is a fucking crazy look. Then, okay, cut back to Spirit. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. This is beyond lame. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Hey, Dad, what's the reason Dr. Stein mentioned about why DWMA was built? What's this Ragnarok that's the seed of a Kishin? But okay, maybe you can finally do one thing that is useful. This also is a pretty good move from Maka of like, ask something that you know he can't answer, which will then break down his spirit, so then you can ask something that, seems way more like a compromise. Like, this has nothing to do with his wife. He has no skin in the game on this one, apart from just like, oh, it's scary and dangerous. Maka, do you know which kinds of souls make you stronger when you collect them? The souls of evil people or the souls of good people? That is actually really surprising. But yeah, like, the souls of good people do make you stronger. Like, the ones on Shinigami-sama's list are all evil. Collecting souls is a battle with evil people, a fight that is a constant brush with death. I guess, yeah, that does mean that Mifune is, like, categorically evil. Like, there is objective good and objective evil, and Mifune is objectively evil. Oh, that's crazy. Like, yeah, how does Shinigami-sama judge everyone? Is this a Santa situation? Can he see everything? Does he, like, does the list, like, work on its own, or is it a value call? Does he just look and go like, yeah, you're evil? I mean, the fact that, like, eating good souls makes you categorically stronger, that does mean, I feel like that's, yeah, I guess that it has to be fully objective. Like, whether or not the list, like, is automatic or whether he has to look at them, like, it should be as evil, or like as easy as looking at them going, okay, you're evil, therefore not doing this one, or like, therefore you get to die. Yeah, that's really surprising, because also, like, what happens if you redeem yourself in the middle of a fight? If you become good and then you kill that person, what does that what does that morally do to your weapon? Is that fucked up? Or like, if you started the fight and they were evil, does it count all the way through? Is it okay? Can you cease to be evil as a way to stick it to someone? I suppose that inherently sounds pretty evil, actually. But yeah, I thought it was going to be more of a, like, you shouldn't kill good people because, it's too easy, or because, like, yeah, you could just walk into the fucking town square and just slaughter everyone. Like, that's inherently fucked up. But yeah, it's interesting that also makes you stronger. A long, long time ago, even before DWMA was built, Meisters and weapons collected souls under Shinigami-sama's instructions, just like now. They kept one rule. You must not take the soul of anyone who is not on Shinigami-sama's list. This art looks so good. Holy shit. Then, during a battle, one Meister was so terrified of death that he took the soul of a good person. He thought that if he just had power, he couldn't lose. That Meister secretly made his weapon eat the souls of people not on the list. And thus, a Kishin was born. Because, of course, the temptation's gonna be there. Like, what, especially if you've already killed a bunch of evil people, is that feeling of, like, isn't this for the greater good? If I only need one more good person's soul, isn't this okay? Also, that raises the question of, like, can witches be good? Like, if you kill a good witch, is that fine? Or, like, if does, do you have to, like, get the go-ahead before you fight a witch? Is it okay to just kill any witch? Because they aren't part of the 99 souls. Like, again, I'm so curious about, Black Star's, prologue is so interesting in that regard. Like, Mifune does not seem like a bad person, but, if we're saying he's on the list, then he has to objectively be evil. Same with, Angela. Like, she didn't seem bad. If Blackstar had killed both of them and fulfilled the requirements of, one strong soul that's worth 99 souls, plus the soul of one witch, like, would he have become, I guess it's not that he would have become a Kishin. I don't know, I guess so. Because, yeah, the Meister, made his weapon eat the souls of people on the list, and thus Kishin was born. Like, presumably, he's the Kishin then. Like, it's not that his weapon is the Kishin, it is that the Meister is the Kishin. It's like, would Blackstar have become a Kishin if if we said that those two were objectively good? Because that also raises the question of, like, how do I put it? Like, Mifune is, like, he has an insanely powerful soul. He has a soul that is worth 99 other souls. How do you do that if you're evil? I mean, I guess it just means you have to be insanely strong while being evil, but now we know being evil is a handicap. Like, your soul objectively is stronger if you are good. But yeah, it's so cool to see, the before times. That there was, in fact, a time, before the Academy. And the Academy was created specifically because of this scenario. Like, it only had to happen once, and that was a hard, like, okay, we can't let this shit happen again. Seeing, like, the skull of the Kishin here is this clear, like, like, this is the fear of death. This flash of, like, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I need to, like, I need to do anything in order to survive. Because that also feels, like, it's a very human response. It is part of human nature to want to survive. It's very tough to, like, that's why we valorize heroes as people who, put, like, something else above like, above the need to survive. Because it's so contradictory. Yeah, it also raises the question of, like, like, Krona is on the path to becoming a Kishin, along with Ragnarok. But, like, what if they stop? Like, once you've eaten some good souls, if you change your ways, you go back to only eating evil souls, are you good? Like, is that okay? Can you eat one good soul? Or, like, are you fundamentally fucked? Though the way it's phrased here, it seems more like, being a Kishin means, like, like, it is the slippery slope. It's not necessarily that eating one good soul is going to turn you into a Kishin. It's more that, once you've gotten, like, once you've tasted it, once you know that, like, that this is a better path, once you've consumed a good soul and you realize what the gap is like, that, like, even if it is just one soul, it is so much stronger. It is so much more, like, there's so much more there than eating an evil soul. Like, like, how can you go back? It's like, it's like any temptation. It's like, if you gamble for the first time and you win, you are giga fucked. Because once, if you gamble once and you lose, that's a lesson of, okay, that's horrifying. I lost $1,000 or I lost $100 or whatever. Like, now I know my lesson. If you win the first time, no matter how much you lose after that, your brain has had cemented into it the pleasure of winning. It is horrifying. Like, even more, like, arguably more so than a chemical dependency. A chemical dependency is terrifying in its own right, and this seems like it is both. Like, it is both, like, literally, like, it is both the mental thing of this path is so much better, and it is the physical thing of, like, feeling your weapon consume the soul, seeing how much stronger your weapon is. Like, that in itself has to be really fucking addictive. Like, we know Soul Eater loves eating souls. If he eats a good soul, I have to imagine it's going to be so much tastier. Like, he even said, like, it feels good to swallow an evil soul, but, there's no taste to it. Something makes me feel like a good soul does have a taste to it. But okay, we'll see. Yeah, it definitely feels like Soul's going to eat at least one good soul in this entire series. I hope not. Like, it's very possible that he'll stay on the straight and narrow, but it feels like too good of a narrative hook. Meanwhile, oh, he did clean up. Oh no, Tsubaki cleaned up. Fuck. That little piece of shit. He shoved all the work on Tsubaki and ran off somewhere. Oh my god. I mean, again, Sid, you left him here. You're a bad teacher. But okay. Sid also knows about Excalibur. I really do wonder, like, did Stein bring Excalibur to the school at some point? Has someone, like, brought Excalibur to the school at some point? Or, like, is this also a, like, just, like, a shared experience of everyone's gone to the fucking cave at some point. Everyone's gone to go pick up Excalibur. You gotta learn it at some point. It's like a rite of passage. You're the Holy Sword. Super lame. Then I will ask you, who are you? Me? I'm Black. My legend goes back to the 12th century. From the looks of you, you're Meisters, right? Where did you come from? Oh boy, he will not stop interrupting them. Oh my god! If he's going to wear clothes, he should wear pants too. God, he's the worst. He's the worst. Okay, pick a number from 1 to 12. 1, of course. I've got to be number 1. 8. Fools! You have no right to choose. My legend goes back to the 12th century. Why did you do this? Oh my god. But okay, Excalibur did write the book. Oh my god. But on this, the one thing pinging my head right now is, of course, if Excalibur is a weapon, again, is he just a guy? Is he just, like a human child who became a human adult who became a guy who walks around without pants? Excalibur feels the most like this could have never been a guy. Objectively, he must have been a guy at some point. You see, the one who carries it grows wings of light and gains the ability to teleport instantly, and every swing of the sword slices through the air. It's the strongest weapon in the world. God, it's honestly such a powerful flex. Even as a gag, even as an ordeal, it's crazy to, again, we are so early into the series. Actually, is this chapter 12? No, this is fucking chapter 6. God damn. But yeah, it is crazy that we are 6 chapters into the series, and we've already done the hard limit of this is the strongest weapon in the world. Presumably, with Chrono and Ragnarok situation, or with you can grow stronger. And even so, resonance does also change the entire meaning of what is, what is the strongest weapon or the strongest Meister. When, even if you are weak, you can also, you can multiply your soul wavelength infinitely. Anyone, it's all, to a point. You're gonna explode if you keep on doing it. So, you've got to, that is also part of strength, I suppose. But yeah, the strongest weapon is not it's not a hard ceiling. You could still generate an attack, for instance, like a Witch Hunt Slash that is stronger, I imagine, than Excalibur's attack. But if you're starting with a good, the best weapon, you're fundamentally going to have an advantage regardless. God. Yeah, it's not that it'll match its soul wavelength with the chosen hero. It'll match soul wavelengths with anyone and everyone. As my Meisters, here are the 1,000 rules you must keep. I've written them down on paper. Look over them carefully. I would love for you to attend my 552nd 5-hour oh god, oh fuck. It's crazy that they're still into it here. They've even shown so many red flags. They're still well, maybe this is okay. Maybe this is worth it. All right, yeah, they stuck it back in. Hell yeah. Okay, you know what? I was losing faith in them. I didn't realize they were going to fucking cook here. Never mind. No matter how much their soul wavelengths may match, no one is the right match for Excalibur, personality-wise. Honestly, that feels very Steincore as well. It makes a lot of sense that he's the one giving the exposition here, when he is also someone who can match his soul wavelength to literally any weapon, and yet his personality is really the sticking point. I'm curious who he's going to eventually match with, or if he won't match with anyone and just kind of juggle weapons over the course of the series. I genuinely thought we were about to see the recitation. God damn. Whew. Did you meet Excalibur? Oh, God. I appreciate this also really bonded the two of them together. They came in here so, with such discord between them. They were not on the same wavelength. Now they are on the same wavelength of, we both hate Excalibur. Incredible. We have good partners, don't we? Insane. The absolute power of two guys who tried to get a hooker, and then the hooker was so insane that they had to run home to their various wives. But okay, I have a funny feeling people are laughing at us. Why? Those two, they did it? Yeah. Oh, okay, is this a common thing? Because also, how do I put it? A kid hasn't been at the school at all, and with both Soul and Blackstar, they're bad students. So I guess for all of them, there's a layer of they wouldn't understand if this is a thing that has happened multiple times. If this is even a rumor, who would tell them about it? What's wrong, Maka? Oh, I'll be always waiting for you, Excalibur. Oh my god. I know, again, Excalibur's got to come up later. But in what way? I guess Stein might be the move. Again, he doesn't like Excalibur. I guess, how do I put it? I guess it has to be the opposite. Someone who can match wavelengths is not the move. It's got to be someone as annoying as Excalibur, or, kind of like a Chrono Ragnarok situation. Someone who is so much of a pushover that they can just go all right, fine, I'll do all your shit, I'll listen to your 5-hour recital. Or someone who actually likes it all. I guess that's their thing. Like, if you're just fucking crazy, like, was that King Arthur's deal? Was King Arthur just someone who was able to hang out with Excalibur and go like, yeah, this guy's great, I love him? Or was he like such a Chad that Excalibur was like, all right, I'll cut down all the rules, but the next person I get is going to be one for me. Like, this is one for you, next will be one for me. Oh, crazy chapter. Okay, so now we've got a cover like promoting both Full Metal Alchemist and Soul Eater at the same time. Oh, that's so cool! Like, the tape is so cool. Just the fact that like I would not imagine that this would work. Just because like Full Metal Alchemist is such a long name. Even if you like use the Japanese name, it's still long as fuck. Soul Eater also very long. I didn't even think about the fact that they both have like English names. Like, like Soul Eater is written out as Soul Eater, and then Full Metal Alchemist is like Hagane no Renkinjutsu Shi, I believe. Renkinjutsu Shi. Anyways, but like every time it's written out as Full Metal Alchemist. Like it's been part of it from the start. It's like it works like that as well, but also the fact that like Full Metal Alchemist is cut off, but you can see a little bit of the L here. It's like it clearly is like stretching out, and then with Soul Eater, like Soul Eater is actually short enough that like you have the full name here, and then there's even like a little space to do another R from like the end of Soul Eater. Like because it's caution tape, it's repeating over and over and over again. Yeah, that looks so good because both series also like how do I put it? When I think caution tape, I think either cops or like punk, and both series I would say are like they have not the same vibe, but they're both series where I can easily see caution tape being up. I mean, I guess we literally have seen caution tape already in Soul Eater. Oh, but yeah, anyways, cool as hell. It's also striking that we've got like Tsubaki and Blackstar here because of course like I assume we're doing their arc now, but just the fact that like we can go through the cast, like before we did Maka and Soul, now we're doing another set. We could probably do a Kid and the Thompson Sisters. That's like that I think is the big statement of like, is this really an ensemble series? Or is this is this a series where we're always going to promote one character or one mascot or whatnot, like they are the characters? Because it's genuinely so rare. Like it's so rare. That's crazy. But yeah, damn, big respects. Ooh, someone's getting a drama CD. I assume it would be Full Metal Alchemist, right? Like I'm not sure what year we're at right now, but like the FMA TV show starts in 2003, and I think Soul Eater was 2006. If it wasn't 2006, it was around that time. But I think FMA was definitely earlier because I think it also started earlier. So I would assume it's an FMA drama CD. Like, do we have like a voice cast for Soul Eater now? Like it's been 6 chapters, but at the same time, like clearly it is extremely popular. And it's 9 chapters if I include the prologues as well. So looks pretty darn good. Oh, of course, the isolated arts. What do these say, actually? I couldn't actually get these two, but these two are, like, most high. So I assume it's his catchphrase. Anyways, ooh. Very smooth transition into here. Okay. So, chapter 7, I assume. The Uncanny Sword Masamune. At this rate, he could become a Kishin, too. Are you sure you want to do this? It'll be a hard fight. Yes, sir. As the Uncanny Sword Masamune's younger sister, I will stop him. Like, of course, we're still in the era where I know some context about this. It's really weird that his name is Masamune, right? When you think of, Japanese legends of, wild, murderous swords, you think the Muramasa, right? Or, Muramasa's swords. Masamune, of course, being his, in a lot of things, I guess... I've seen other things where the Masamune sword is also evil, but I feel like it's usually the Muramasa sword is evil, and then, a Masamune is neutral? Usually not, good. But, that also reflects their, student-teacher relationship. But, yeah, I do wonder what that, then reflects on the Uncanny Sword Masamune. Oh, and yeah, as truly, as awkward as they are together, God, I appreciate Blackstar is there for her. Hell yeah. Chapter 7, Uncanny Sword, Part 1. Ooh, anything to say about these outfits? Not really. They cook. They're good. But, they're fine. It is funny that, Souls is the one that is, I guess it's, an inversion of his usual look. But still, it feels like the least of a change at all compared to the others, where it's like, these outfits do feel much more like different. They're, yeah, like, oh man, very underrated. Just like seeing Kid like half casual because he's still wearing slacks, which I would 100% respect. Like, it makes a lot of sense, for the teams to be. I assume Tsubaki would still be wearing fishnets even in a casual. If not, then maybe like sweatpants, like like baggy but soft, in contrast to like cargo pants, which are like baggy but hard. And then I would assume the Thompson sisters would also wear jeans. But if you want to separate them from the jean wearing like Maka Soul duo, I wouldn't give them slacks as well. Honestly, maybe like dress pants. Like, you would think that would then stray away from the casual vibe, but I mean, like, Kid's already wearing dress pants, so I think it's fine. It's fine. Maybe corduroy, actually. It's to kind of fit their, like, cowgirl aesthetic a little bit. Anyways, so you let Blackstar and Tsubaki go. They'll be up against the Uncanny Sword, the Seed of Akishin. I also do love, the build there of, like, now if we've introduced the concept of Akishin and we've, like, built it up a little bit, like, now we're dealing with something that's still, like, fundamentally connected to Tsubaki. We can do the Tsubaki arc, quote unquote, but it still does feel like, tied into everything else as well. It's also extremely striking for Stein to be like, yeah, I should fight the Uncanny Sword. Like, why are you sending them? You're right, but Masamune is more than just an enemy of DWMA. He's Tsubaki-chan's older brother. This is Tsubaki's responsibility. She's not the kind of person to decide something on impulse. That also does raise the question then of, like, has he just not been around? Like, has he been lying low until right now? Or, like, has he been semi-active? Has he, like, killed some other Meisters, maybe? Like, where are we on the timeline? Is it something that Tsubaki has had to put off? Or is it something where, like, literally, she had no choice? Like, I would guess from the way she is given this task that, like, at this rate, he could become a Kishin too. So, presumably, it hasn't been a problem until right now. I imagine it might be a situation where, like, if they had talked beforehand, perhaps that could have helped. Perhaps that could have changed things. But, that is separate from he's actively eating people and, like, becoming an evil weapon. Okay, she's even prepared to risk her life. East Asia, Needle Village. How do they decide on their aesthetics? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Man, this raises its own entire, like, issue as well, like, within the world. Like, the fact that, the village here is being attacked because the villagers have good souls. So it's like, should you be a bit of a shitbag? Do you want to be, like, 1% evil? You shouldn't be evil, because then, a Meister's gonna show up and kill you. But it might be bad to have a good soul. I guess, to be fair, like, a good soul is also separate from, like, just, like, doing pure good things. Like, we've already seen, like, Mifune, who has a good soul, is, like, good, but also, like, it is, like, a bodyguard, which I suppose is a good thing, right? I guess it's not evil to be a bodyguard, right? God. Just hassling this old man. Hey, I'm still just as active as I ever was. See, look, this guy's the Uncanny Sword! You gotta stop! You gotta stop! Okubo, I don't think I need to know this boy is a young boy from Needle Village. I would have assumed it. And also I don't trust you in the first place. Oh my god! Black Star, you're so stupid! Oh my god. That tattoo. What does someone from the Star Clan want with this village? Did you come back to kill us? And okay, the old man... How did you not see the tattoo? Oh, you guys from the Star Clan will do anything for money, right? I'll give you that if you'll just get the hell out of here right now. But okay. Yeah, we haven't really talked about his name. The fact that he's got, like, the star inside of his name, and also, like, it's his last name. But yeah, bad reputation, it sounds like. Oh, it started raining. I can't sense a soul response like Maka. And that's also so striking. Like, it's interesting that, like, how do I put it? Blackstar has much better control of his soul than most other people. Like, he can attack directly with his own soul wavelength, but at the same time, that hasn't extended to, like, the ability to track people via souls. Which is really surprising given, like, like, assassin training. It feels like, honestly, being able to track someone feels way more useful than being able to attack with your soul. Like, you could just use a knife. I know it's like, like, obviously, it's still good to have a weapon that is always with you, that has enormous power, that, like, you can deploy at any moment. They're both good, but if I had to choose like one thing to train as like a ninja, you would think it's the soul response. But then again, like Blackstar is it's kind of the opposite of a ninja. So it could also be something where it just didn't really interest him. He was supposed to learn that first. Are you curious about what happened in that village? Also, it's just hitting me right now. Tsubaki has a brother. Like, so far, I've been laboring under the assumption that if you have a weapon, like, you make the weapon, but, like, how did this go? I mean, I guess at the very least, it would just imply that, like, Blackstar, like, adopted Tsubaki, or they met each other, like, way earlier. I won't look like I want to ask you about something anymore. God, can't believe it swayed him. Oh, fine, you get to be a big star like me. You start to hear the voices of the audience. I hear them saying, don't go to some stupid flashback. But okay, so this has happened before. Like, he has been brushing this off for a while. Like, they've been physically together, and he's been assaulted specifically because of the tattoo, and he hasn't brought it up until right now. My clan is called the Star Clan. They're a famous clan of assassins. They would do anything for money. I am the Star Clan's only survivor. They fought a lot of people, probably including people from that village. So a lot of folks out there have a grudge against the Star Clan. Yeah, what happened to them? Like, I'll cut back for a second to look at these designs, but what happened to them? 13 years ago, they are all slaughtered by DWMA. Okay, oh shit. Okay? I mean, I guess that might be as simple as, like, the fact that he went in and slaughtered, like, Al Capone's people. Like, fundamentally, if they are evil, then I guess, yeah, they are just free pickings. Like, even if they're not doing any Kishin stuff, even if they're not trying to, like, destroy the world. Oh, I love this design where it's, like, like, the ninja, like, forehead protector, but it's also, like, a visor. Oh, so sick. Like, like, with the bit tied off at the end becoming sort of, like, a cape situation. Yeah, this guy is, of course, the classic guy who stands in the corner. I feel like every group shot has to have a guy who stands in the corner. This feels like if anyone here is still alive, if we're going to see any of them, or, like, if they get, like, resurrected as, like, a zombie or something, it's going to be this one. Then we got this duo, which look really interesting. I assume they're, like, either a father-son combination, or it's this branch of the Star Clan always has, like, two kids at a time, a small one and a big one, and this is their fighting style. I don't know what the hell's going on with this guy. Then we've got what feels like, I'm getting scientist vibes from him, even though they're all wearing white. I guess it's like the angle and, like, the mask, and then mysterious person in the background who is, like, second most likely to be important. But yeah, it's like, I feel like narratively they must have there must be a better reason why they were all killed. But it is funny that, like, by the very nature of the series, it doesn't have to be a dilemma. Like, it doesn't have to be a moral thing. It could be as simple as Shinigami does know objective good and objective evil, and we knew that they were objectively evil, so he sent people to kill them. Okay, so at the very least, I feel like, like, Blackstar is pretty, like, he's pretty straightforward. I guess the thing is more that, like, I wouldn't think that he's, like, hiding that he's broken up about this, but rather I would assume he doesn't realize that he's broken up about this. Like, if he is in fact broken up about it at all. Oh, but yeah, that is a bitter pill. That, yeah, this is a very natural way to get a lot of attention, but he doesn't want it. He would rather, he wants to be the hero. He wants to be the cool guy that everyone loves. It's rough that, yeah, like, the most show-offy part of him, like, the fact that his name is Black Star, the fact that he's got, like, the star is his thing, but it's also this, like, tainted thing. That's really rough. And yeah, it is very striking that, yeah, like, he and Tsubaki then, I assume, are totally separate in terms of, like, their deals, but they are both ninja-themed. The rain's coming down harder. I think, therefore, I sleep, I play, no, I eat. Okay, the Uncanny Sword exploits the fear of people's hearts, possesses the body and soul of the person who carries it. In the end, it absorbs a person's entire soul and becomes a Kishin. I am able to think, therefore I must be alive, and therefore must eat. No mention of season. Wait a minute. I am able to think? I guess we say it. I am able to think. Able. That's so clearly two syllables. But okay, I am able to think. Fine. Therefore, I must be alive. 7. And therefore must eat. Oh, just make the first line 5 syllables. Good. Well done. It's drenched by the rain. I appreciate Soul Eater for having some of the strangest bits I have ever seen. Like, in terms of, like, I am a character and this is my bit that I do. Like, again, we're so early into the series, but they are jam-packed. Meanwhile, of course, I honestly, I do like seeing him in private to make it clear, like, this isn't just straight bigotry. Like, how do I put it? It's not that it makes it necessarily better, but it does make it clear that, okay, he is, like, genuinely fearful. It's not that he's, like, he has no sense of this guy is, like, just a member of the Star Clan, that's it. He is truly thinking, this guy is a member of the Star Clan, he might be here to murder us. That's really fucked up, that's terrifying. Like, I need to protect us somehow, but, like, how could I? Enter Uncanny Blade. I think you seem troubled by some great fear. Yeah, God, it's so cool that, yeah, he is like, he is like a walking Kishin. It really is that, like, he is the embodiment of, like, let me overcome your fears. You don't have to be scared anymore. I'll give you the options to choose. Do you want it? Ryuku, no. I am the Uncanny Sword Masamune. Therefore, I eat souls. Truly, the fact that Blackstar will go in kicking against a bladed weapon is so fucking crazy. The absolute audacity. Oh, I didn't even consider. Yeah. Like, of course. Like, yeah, like soul possession would be then, like, how do I put it? The fact that it works on the same mechanic as, like, matching your soul wavelength. It is, it is the same as, like, having a Meister and weapon. It is just simply, like, overriding the person who would be the Meister. Okay. The Uncanny Sword used to be so beautiful. I can't believe how drab it is now. Does she mean, like, like, his form when he takes the form of the Uncanny Sword? Because, yeah, like, when did this start as well? Oh, even the Uncanny Sword shouldn't be able to control two soul wavelengths. If you pour your wavelength in that boy and make his wavelength repel and detach, I'll handle the rest. Okay. So, yeah, it's not like forced resonance. It is just, like, it is possession. It is just, like, overpowering him. Cool. And okay, so she entered DWMA in order to track down the Uncanny Sword. So yeah, so this isn't just a, like, I guess it is a both, like, he just, like, started making reappearances now. Like, now we've finally been able to find him. But from the start, the plan was always, I need to find him. Presumably meaning that, like, the last time they met, like, the last time they saw each other, he was already going down a dark path. And all right, Blackstar rejecting the second act darkness, going straight in on, no, it's fine. You can count on me even more if you want. Oh, right. Oh my God, that's so cool. Holy shit. Oh, the way the shadow is drawn is so good. Oh my God, it's so creepy. Oh, the way it's, like, peeling itself up off the ground, like little strands of it here. Oh, that's so cool. And yeah, that's also a really clean way to make this, like, a 2v2, quote unquote, again. Like, it's not a weapon and Meister combination, but it is the weapon and then the shadow of the Meister being controlled by the weapon. But all right, going into Speed Star. Sweet. Oh no! Oh my God, it's raining! Oh my God. I just haven't caught up with me yet. I guess I was born too soon. Speed Star, so deep. Boy, if this was how he died, if this was how he went out. Oh, holy shit, that panel looks so cool. Kubo's composition is on another level. Like, the angularness of his of the shot is so good. It's so nice. Like, he's also very good at, like, off-kilter angles, I guess is the way to put it. Like, I feel like, like, a lot of people would be, like, tempted to go for, like, perfect lines here. But I think it is, like, it's a part of what makes Soul Eater art so, like, wonky and creepy feeling that, like, it rarely is symmetrical. I mean, we have a whole character whose whole deal is symmetry. And so we get our symmetry there, more or less, quote unquote, But so much of, like, like, the way the, like, Shadow's arms are crisscrossing across his blade. It really, it is the most, like, this shouldn't be as cool as it is, but the fact that it's so not symmetrical does make it look cooler. It makes it look so creepy. But okay, can Blackstar, even with the wet floor, dodge this thrust? Okay. Oh my God, it can branch. Oh, that's so cool. Holy shit. Because, yeah, I would not have guessed that. Like, up until now, he's been manipulating the way the way the shadow already looks. I guess the crisscrossing is a clear, like, it's not like there's anything about the way his shadow would be cast that would permit this to be this way. So I guess this is our tell immediately of, like, he can also just manipulate, like, the way the shadow looks to any degree. Still, god damn. Oh, So cool. Oh shit. Oh, got him in the head. This ain't my time to shine. He really is being out-finessed. Like, this shadow is so fast. I guess it's also due to the environment, right? Like, even if the body, is limited by both, like, like the inherent fitness of this guy compared to, like, the fitness of Black Star and the, like, like the rain itself making the train bad, a shadow does not have to worry about that. Yeah, I don't know how you would deal with this besides, like, maybe a flashbang? Like, erase the shadow? All right, back up onto the idol. Okay, Soul Resonance, Shield Star, here. Oh, I see. Take it to the air. Now that the fight's in the air, it's my time to shine. I dub this my time. Cool. All right, got him. Thanks, Black Star. I'll be back. It's my fight. I will stop the Uncanny Sword. She's got it. Oh, but yeah, I guess that makes the most sense, right? Like, if she's wielding it, then her brother has to possess her, which then comes down to, like, which weapon is better. Oh, cool. Because, yeah, we don't know that much about Tsubaki's, like, abilities, really. Like, we know she can change into multiple weapons. We know that, I assume that means that she has a very flexible soul, and, like, she's also very flexible in terms of being able to deal with Black Star. So I assume, like, that would be her advantage. Even if the Uncanny Sword is stronger, she's, she's, like, more unbreakable, more twisty, more, like, able to change, able to, like, grow and, like, shift around. Does that help when you're inside the Uncanny Sword? Ooh. And yeah, like, since the series has so much, like, stark black already, yeah, I guess it does make a lot of sense. Like, inside the sword, in this, like, shadow world, it wouldn't be pure black, because then it kind of loop around just like, this is just kind of a place. This looks kind of normal. Yeah, the sketchy lines, or, like, I guess it's not even that they're sketchy. It is just, like, the way they're shaded in is so creepy. It has this, like, yarn-like texture to it. Oh, it's wet even in here. Why? Oh, and the shadows are like Tsubaki's standing on the water. You can see reflect, but, like, the shadows are going into it. Like, like, that's its legs. The legs are over here. Like, yeah, they are, like, extending out of the water. Ooh. Oh, possess your soul? No, I'm going to eat it. Brother and sister trying to take each other's souls, huh? It gives me chills. God damn, that's a 6 head. That is gigantic. My God, what the fuck is going on with your hairline? Get ready. Oh, so sick as well. Like, being able to manifest their own weapon forms in this world. Cool. Oh, also, I haven't even, like, talked about the shadow, like the way he's perched on it, like a tree, basically. But I assume it's also, like, stumbling about with him, like, in its arms. Oh, it's so cool. God damn, that was a full chapter. Holy shit. Okay. The village is coming out. What the hell? Because of the Star Clan, Ryoku. Oh, how horrible. He's not human. This kid. Oh my God. It's been like 5 swings. This kid's already absolutely tapped out. Okay. Black Star's sitting down. Holy shit. For once, he's watching someone else. Uncanny Sword Part 2 going in. Ooh. You're just like the Tsubaki flower that you're named after. A flower without a fragrance. It just quietly blooms without any points, and the way the flowers fall off is miserable and hideous. Oh, it's a petty flower. God damn. Okay, even though, she would be dead if this were the outside world, she's still hanging on. This was a good idea. Huh, and this look. Stop. Don't look at me with those eyes. Those eyes. You led me to this. I had no other choice but to walk the path of the Uncanny Sword. Meanwhile, Black Star getting the shit kicked out of him. Okay, what the fuck happened? Meanwhile, Shinigami's just like, haha, it's funny how Black Star manages to not even notice them. Or yeah, pretends not to notice them. You're pitching this to Stein? He stopped for like 1 second. It was like, hey Stein, explain this? Jesus fucking Christ! To put simply, Tsubaki and Masamune are pulling each other's souls. But okay, I mean, yeah, like, the fact that the Uncanny Soul can steal is one thing. The fact that Tsubaki can do the same thing, like, is that because she's fighting, like, her brother? Is because they know the same technique? Could she have done this all along if she wanted to? Pulling at souls is the Uncanny Sword specialty, so the chance Tsubaki will win is very low. So yeah, like, presumably, this isn't her thing. It's also crazy that, like, like, because it's, like, the metaphor of it, like, Masamune's hair is designed to look like, like a hand so it can grip onto a soul. The fact that he's also using a vacuum cleaner is so stupid. I love it. Aw, how could siblings try to kill each other? I can't even think about life without Patty. It would work out, sis. It's fine. Oh my god. These two. It is weakness of the heart that makes someone choose to be the path to becoming a Kishin. The first Kishin sought power to release himself from the fear of death. Why did the uncanny sword Masamune want power and decide to walk this path? Because yeah, it is also striking that like the first Kishin was a Meister as far as we know. So like why the fact that Masamune, a sword, can do it as well. Oh, like that's weird in its own right. Well, I guess it's less weird actually. Like being able to absorb the souls yourself. I suppose that is like functionally, that's already like you are much closer. Like if you're the one eating the souls, you're the one who who could become Death's weapon. I suppose you do always then have a higher reason why you would want to to eat some good souls and become like much more powerful and avoid the release of death. I've also not considered the idea that like becoming Death's weapon means being in the grip of death. Like literally, it is the exact opposite of releasing yourself from the fear of death. It is both like, being embraced by death and also being, like the very weapon of death itself. It doesn't make you immune. In fact, it makes you as close to death as you possibly could be. But it is this absolute like acceptance of the cycle of life and death. Shuriken, smoke bomb, the ability to transform, ninja sword. Why are you only using a chain scythe? That does raise the question actually of like, if she were to use the transformational ability here, would she physically transform? Because she's using a weapon that has all the powers of her. So like, could she just transform that weapon into whatever? I guess there is Trickstar, right? Like I guess she could do that as well. I guess it'd be Trick Tsubaki. Are you going easy on me? No. Is it pity? Oh, she's getting the suck. Our clan is an ancient special weapon clan. We inherit all the abilities of our ancestors. Okay, makes sense. Shuriken, smoke bomb, transformation, ninja sword. As the first child, I should have inherited all those are all the abilities of your ancestors? That's really limited. What the fuck are you talking about? Your ancestors had 4 moves. I don't know if it was a sudden mutation or what. The only form given to me was a Japanese sword. All of the power went to you. Oh, that is pretty rough, actually. Like, yeah, you would never be able to escape that for your entire life. Everyone would shit talk you over it. Oh, that's rough. I was raised with more care than anyone else because I'm a worthless pile of trash. And that's why that look hurts so much. It is that absolute, it is the understanding. It's the caring. It's the fact that he wasn't, pushed off to the side. It's the reverse. Like, it hurts his pride way more that everyone, coddled him. Everyone was like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is the only path I had. Tsubaki, I will kill you. Become a Kishin, and then master the martial way. I mean, there has to be something else here, though. Like, he is going fucking crazy over it. I mean, is it just pride? Oh boy, she's almost all the way in. Meanwhile, these guys! This fucking village! Tsubaki. Do you remember that show I put on that time at the DWMA entrance ceremony? Bam, 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 bam. I do. Okay. Oh, you guys better remember this. I am Black Star. Oh boy. I mean, to be fair, he hasn't changed that much. For a second, I was thinking oh man, young Black Star, this is gonna be so rough. But no, never mind. We're about at the same level as current Black Star. Looks like I'm just too ahead of the times. Oh my god, young Tsubaki. Oh my god. Look at those pants. Oh, she's so small. Oh, look at that blush. Oh my god. You're the first person to recognize my talent. I mean, yeah, this is their dynamic. Absolutely. She was the one. That's also so striking, actually. Yeah, it's not because they are both, ninja themed. It really was just Black Star was super cringe, and Tsubaki was the one person who, I guess, yeah, because of Masamune, because she grew up having to coddle someone, by that very nature, then, transferred onto Black Star. She already has, her coddling a guy skills are already at, level 99. I mean, I'm saying that, but, her coddling a guy skills are at level 99, and she still has to beat the shit out of him. That makes sense. Even if you're at max level, I don't know if you can really deal with Black Star. Oh, they got little name tags. Cute. Oh, you watched my show all the way through to the end. Now it's my turn to do the same for you. And yeah, it does truly. It says so much about him. Like, I was already super impressed when he sat down. Like, just as a hard, like waiting for his time to shine, actually getting to shine, and then going, okay, now Tsubaki, I'm gonna watch you. But this makes so much sense that he is doing it specifically for this reason, because like all that time ago. I mean, it also says a lot that he hasn't watched her until now. But also, to be fair, he hasn't brought up the whole StarClan thing until right now as well. So, like, we're in an era of change right now. It's a big year. It's a big year for everyone. This fucking kid! This fucking kid! Oh, hey, kid. The next time you interrupt Tsubaki's show, and with just a grab, kill you. Based. God, so cool. So cool. Also, I do wonder if the village is starting to get the idea from the fact that, that Blackstar took all the beatings and did not react at all. Like, maybe he's not going to slaughter everyone here. I don't know. Depending on how bad they are by the end of this, he might get the call to kill them. Now, it brings up the question then of, like, is beating up someone who doesn't fight back, is that evil? Or is that just normal? Shinigami-sama, please explain. Meanwhile, boy, Tsubaki does not look good right now. You're nothing but a flower without a fragrance, so you remain silent, even at the very end. Is he really gonna do this? Oh, the absolute god tier. Like, what would you like to play? What do you want to play? I want to play whatever you want to play. Oh, incredible move. It really is the I'm hungry for whatever you're hungry for. I've never considered this. Usually, if I say, what do you want to play? And then someone says, what do you want to play? I have a crisis. I can simply say, I want to play what you want to play. Okay, she went all the way in. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Is there any coming back from that? Okay, Shinigami didn't send her in because she can change forms. Her greatest strength is her soul. You like playing with the ball too, Tsubaki? Yeah. You really want to play with the ball? Yes. I actually want to play house. Ooh. I'm Tsubaki, a flower without a fragrance. I am a flower that falls in an ugly, hideous way. I am just like that petty flower. What do you want to say? Do you pity me? Do you despise me? You're staying there wordlessly reveling in the fact that you're so considerate, aren't you? Oh. Holy shit. She came back out. I won't be considerate of you anymore. I will stop you. Brother, this is the real me. Please feel it with all of your soul. Let's fucking go. I'm not going to let you call me some petty flower. Even Tsubaki have a fragrance. Holy shit. Woo. Oh, the shading on them. God damn. I mean, truly, she looks as scary as he does here. God damn. Tsubaki is going into the uncanny sword. Okay. You've shown me your feelings. Tsubaki flower without a fragrance, huh? When I touched your soul, I realized it has a wonderful fragrance. Okay, he lost. Okay, grab the stick. Poke. Encore. This isn't how your show is supposed to end. God. Man, Blackstar might be cool, actually. Oh, she even gets a Blackstar hug. Oh. God damn. The fact that she has to be on her knees Also, the fact that he's not hugging. Oh, actually, never mind. His hand is here. I thought he had his hands on his hips while she hugged him. Oh, man. Blackstar, you gotta go to the hospital. You are squirting blood. Oh, no! This fucking kid. Oh, my God. The punt followed up by, she's obviously, running over to go, scoop him up. But it looks like she's about to run in for a body slam. StarClan is the worst. He hurt that cute little boy. He's not human. And all right, sometimes you can't defuse the whole genocide situation. You gotta just leave. But, at the very least, one boy in this village gets to say, I'd hate that guy even if he wasn't one of the StarClan. Oh, I can't really cite where this came up a whole lot, but I feel like, this era, the early 2000s, was definitely the era of, how do I put it? You shouldn't hate someone for being part of a minority. You should hate them, you should hate them for being them. I feel like that was, the discourse of the era. And I do honestly like it might just be because I grew up with it, but I think I'll always appreciate the sentiment. It does have that heartwarming feeling of, oh, you see me as human, and that's why you hate me. Like, that is absolutely the vibe. It is the ultimate, like, don't hate Blackstar because he is from the Star Clan, because they're an evil clan. He has so many other reasons why you should hate him. And okay, all right. Ooh, getting the check-in, like, afterwards. Like, yeah, you did your thing. Like, this is why you came to DWMA, so, hey, are we still cool? You still gonna be my weapon? I want to move forward with Blackstar. With him as my partner, I'll be able to be true to myself. It's okay. Big yes. Hell yeah. Where the fuck were you two? You didn't see this shit. Don't say that was amazing. You didn't see shit. You weren't here. Did they see like the instant replay? Or did like Shinigami call them and just go like, okay guys, listen, Tsubaki killed her brother. It's really cool. You gotta say congrats when she gets back. Oh, hey, I have something to show you guys. Check this out. I gave Tsubaki a new mode. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, mode. Uncanny sword. Oh, and the crackling at the shadow. Cool. So wavelength overload. But yeah, that's sick as hell. I guess it does make sense. Like, he was also part of her clan, so she has the power of the uncanny sword as well. Which I suppose is like an interesting parallel then to Soul and Maka then. Like, Tsubaki has a power, like, in the same way that Soul has the power to become a Kishin now. Like, Tsubaki also has that power, just in a different way. In a way that is, like, more suited to her, that is about individuality, that is about, like, being a partner versus, like, taking hold of, like, the person you're possessing. It's also a power that just would be inherently really cool. Like, even if, like, I imagine the main way we would use it is just Blackstar uses Tsubaki and then can also like control his shadow, or like she takes on the the shadow control in order to do a 2v2 while he focuses on like running around and stabbing and whatnot. But also, I could definitely see a fight where he's like knocked out and then she has to use Uncanny Sword mode to like puppeteer him back up and fight with him while he's unconscious because they're gonna die otherwise. But yeah, banging arc, holy shit. Like, yeah, really glad we got a big Tsubaki focus, like a really big one as well. Because yeah, now we've covered everyone except for Liz and Patty. Like, yeah, how do I put it? We haven't, like, it's tough to say we covered like a Kid as well. Like, even his prologue, like it gives you a really strong taste of him, but I feel like even that, like, he has the most mystery around him, like, because he's the son of Shinigami, like, because he is presumably a god of death himself. Like, what the fuck does that mean? There's so much more there to like go through, as opposed to the other like Meisters and weapons where it's like, it's fine, you are what you are. Yeah, god damn. Yeah, I don't actually know what we would do next. Like, I would guess like a Liz and Patty arc eventually, but I wouldn't say it would be next, because also it raises the question of like, could they become a Kishin at some point? I mean, A, they're two people. B, they're two people who love each other. Like, I highly doubt one of them would eat the other. C, like, if we're talking about, like a Kid, then, like, is that even possible for him? Like, he's not human. He's also, like, he's the son of death. He is death. Can he fear death? Is that possible? I don't know. There's many questions. But yeah, great arc. Ooh, Chapter 9, Persevering Soul. Oh, this is a really sick illustration as well. Love the, like, more cartoony Maka here. The absolute audacity of trying to decapitate someone who's already in a guillotine. Insane. Also, this pose. This guy's full on ass up, ass flat. What the fuck is the situation? How did he get here? Ooh, somewhere on Earth, a witch mass. Oh. How do I put it? Is this a fisheye shot? Or is the actual cross here actually like made like this? Joma dabla sa. Joma dabla sa. Mava-sama. Okay. Ooh. Joma dabla sa doesn't sound like anything to me. That feels so much like it should be a reference to something. But yeah, I guess that is just the witch chant. You brought your kid? You're allowed to bring your kid to a witch mass? I guess it does raise its question as well of like, is Krona a witch? Like, what is, like a lot of things, what is a witch? Like, is a witch, something you do? Is it a role? Is it like, a genetic thing? Because a witch soul is necessary to like create a, like one of death's weapons. So like the soul at the very least is different, but also like, like if you could train your soul to be different, that does raise the question then of like are they unique? Are they different? Are they not human? Are they different types of humans? Are the humans that have transformed into witches? Yeah, I didn't hear. Yeah, Krona didn't say Joma Joma Double Saw, so I assume Krona's just here as well. Oh, stop right there. What do you want, Erica Frog? Oh boy, I'm gonna say it right now. I definitely remember Erica. I don't remember Mizne. That doesn't put well for Mizne. God, crazy looks though. I mean, after seeing My Hero, I gotta say, Erica does not hit that hard as being crazy looking. Right now, Mizne definitely feels crazier. Oh, I'm not the only one who brought an outsider as a witch. Look, that little witch over there brought a human. Oh, damn. Okay. So also, yeah, she's not like an outcast. It's not like she's like separate from the other witches. She shows up. She does mass. She also observes the Black Sabbath. Oh, even the witch mass has been cheapened. That's not what I want to talk about. Okay. You stole something out of Mabasama's room. And what are you trying to do by infiltrating DWMA? Okay. What's she doing? Oh, my coat. Oh my God, she's got drip. God damn. Mabasama doesn't even notice the thorn in her own side. DWMA is an organization that targets the soul of witches. If you make one little slip up, it could put the rest of us in danger. I mean, yeah, it's crazy actually that they can do a witch mass without immediately being like attacked by a billion like Meisters and weapons. And I can't believe you're trying to make a Kishin, which could easily turn into an enemy of the witches. Okay. I guess we just mean from the sense of like, like a Kishin will like, will be mad, will kill, will like, hunger for souls. Oh! How dare a mere frog and rat speak to me like that? Holy shit. Okay. Also, Erica is like, even in this situation, she is croaking. Are they animals? Are they animals or are they furries? Well then, Joma Double S. God, she's so fucking cool. Medusa's so terrifying. But okay, are you gonna handle this on your own? Are you gonna go snitch? I assume you'd go snitch, right? Like, if she's doing this actually for the sake of, of their leader. If she's doing this for herself, that's another thing. But I would assume that, like, if you're worried about Mabasama, you would just tell her directly, like, hey, Medusa, she stole your fucking thing. Meanwhile, or I guess afterwards, naturally afterwards, it can't be meanwhile. I'm having a weird dream a lot lately. In the dream, I'm in a pitch black room. I hear some tacky jazz music coming from a phonograph that skips a lot. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before. After a while, something comes from the back of the room, doing a strange offbeat dance. It's a little ogre wearing a double-breasted suit. This jazz isn't swing. Jazz is something you listen to at night. The kind of music doesn't depend on where it's played. You just decided that yourself. Yes, I decided. You are qualified. When your chest was sliced, didn't you have horrible fear? Don't you want a spirit strong enough to forget fear? Okay. So he's getting the Masamune talk now. Oh. Are you an idiot? Do you think you're in heaven or something? You're on Earth, aren't you? And to keep your feet on that Earth until the very end, you need power. An overwhelming power that will let you forget your fear. And okay, why are you fighting to stay in the room? Let me stay until the dream is over. I'll tolerate the lame music. Then seek power. Search for rules that can be broken. You can become strong. When I leave the room, the darkness keeps going. Then I see a light. And then, okay. So like this... Oh, that's so cool. So like, yeah, we saw this part of the dream. We didn't see this bit before, but then this is implying like, okay, this has been a part of it each time as well. And like, he's at the point where, like, this is then like, the fear that may be pushing him towards becoming a Kishin. Because yeah, I guess it makes sense. The little guy is like the manifestation of the black blood. And yeah, ever since I got hurt, things have been kind of awkward with Maka. Rough. I assume they've just got to either go on another mission or like just hang out together. Like as long as he's in the hospital, it's gonna be rough as well. Well, as soon as he can start making things feel like they're normal again, like that's gonna be how she's gonna fix herself. Oh, meanwhile, the jug is just a regular jug. It's the water inside that's important. It's a special kind of water called Cucon water, which sucks out the soul wavelength. Okay. But the jug's absolutely nothing but a regular jug. Really specifying. Okay, finger goes in. Soul wavelength goes out. Oh, that's so cool, though. Like, yeah, so this is how he gets trained now. He's just got to build up that soul wavelength. Oh, the absolute perspective flip. Like, yeah, we go from, like, oh, I haven't doing anything except weight training. Like, with the implication of, like, like, he's not doing that much. Like, now he can finally start growing for real. And then, boom, Maka's like, yeah, you're so strong. Before doing anything else besides weight training. What the fuck? Oh, his ego is gonna skyrocket. There's no way I'm gonna lose some stupid jug. Oh, boy. Blackstar himself probably doesn't even mean to, but by calling himself a god and a big shot, he's pushing himself on. Yes, he tells himself, there's nothing a big shot like me can't do. Of course I can do it, and puts every last bit of effort into doing it. He challenges himself again and again. He is serious about surpassing the gods. Like, yeah, it's very easy to mock him for it. It's very easy to say, you're fucking crazy. But the fact that he wants to do it, like, regardless of how far away he is from surpassing the gods, he's gonna get there. Yeah, Maka, do you have anything like that? Yeah, that's Blackstar's own way of making his soul stronger. You have your own way of doing the same thing. When you find it, come see me. Oh boy, no, don't let him take the suck jug home. He's gonna die. Oh, okay, we're doing a party. We're doing a party for the one soul they were able to get. Boy, that's rough. Like, Soul getting out of the hospital, that's one thing. Blackstar and Tsubaki getting one soul that's also her brother. Like, you can't replicate this one. This is a really specific situation. And okay, he's still got the scar. She can't be normal about the scar. Looks like the wound is what's causing the awkwardness. Oh, he's a Nirvana fan. Cool. Oh, but yeah, I don't know how you really fix that besides letting it heal up. But even then, like, it's probably gonna scar. Didn't their apartment look... I guess we're seeing, like, an upward shot of their apartments. Whereas before we were seeing, like, like the place where they step out. Yeah. The way each, like, apartment's part is, like, segmented looks so cool. Like, the wiggly lines. It has so much personality to it. God, immediately hitting her with the big... It tasted like shit, but I'm still stuffed. Oh, my God. You've got a nice place here. It's nice and clean, too. That's legitimately really surprising. Oh boy. Blair, have you been in the bath the entire time? They had a full party and you didn't come out. Is it always like this? Yeah. Someone please take that sexy cat out of here. God. Oh, this is such a fucking weird dynamic. I love it. Like, specifically, it really is just the fact that they killed her once, and then she's just decided, I'm gonna live in your apartments. Like, there's been no conversation about it. It has just been a clear accepted, like, yeah, this is the way it is. She does live with them now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She just hangs around and takes baths all the time and makes the soul unbelievably horny. What a life. Huh. Like, she wants to test soul. Also, she's got the key. But to what? To soul? I can't believe they showed up. God damn, you guys got owned. I don't think I have to tell you why I'm here, but shall I just come out and say it? I'm here to kill you. All we want is to run wild using magic without Shinigami seeing us. I don't care what it is you're trying to do at DWMA. It's dangerous for you and for us. It's crazy that she's so committed to this. I can't believe that, like, I assume she hasn't told Mama-sama, which is a real, like, why wouldn't you? I guess the problem might be, like, like, what if she does, like, a lockdown on witches or something? What if she does a hard, like, okay, guys, like, this is too spooky. Everyone, you gotta shelter in place. You're not allowed to, like, go out. You're not allowed to murder people. I guess that might be the move. Like, get rid of Medusa before anything bad happens. And then we don't have to worry about, like, going through the procedures. Because also, like, is there, like, witch courts? Do you have to take her to, like, do you have to do a witch trial with her? And okay, so yeah. Like, Medusa's hiding, like, she's hiding in plain sight. She doesn't look like a witch, and that's her defense. Whereas, like, the other two can just turn into animals. And Medusa can't turn into an animal. Like, that's really interesting. I'm very surprised. I guess maybe it's, like, their specializations. Like, does she have, like, I guess she just specified differently, Because, like, her power is still snake-themed, but in a very different way, I guess it also gave up, like, maybe she can turn herself to a fucking arrow? Well, I guess it would be more like she could make an arrow and then, like, fly away with it or something. But yeah, like, naturally, she has no transformation magic. Ah, and you know what? Okay, this is actually a pretty good plan. Like, yeah, we're ganging up on you. If you want to keep being a nurse, you can't, like, deactivate your soul protect. You can't use magic attacks, but we can. If you decide to fight back with magic, we'll use our transformation magic and escape. This can't work out, but this seems like a pretty good plan, actually. Like, I gotta give it to her. Frog and the rat will defeat the snake. This is what it means for the underdog to beat the favorite. Or should I say, under frog. She's so happy about that one. Look at that smile. First you say you're gonna kill me, and now you're making me listen to bad puns. But okay, she's going for it. No soul protect. Oh, okay, never mind. They're going for it. God, like, Maka's, like, ability to sense soul responses has gotten so strong. Also, who the fuck is this? Oh, wait, this is Patty. Okay. Or actually, this is Liz. But yeah. Also, Maka, you're going on your own. I mean, I guess, because she's so worried about soul. But again, if you're going without soul, what the fuck are you planning on doing? Oh my god. Like, she nearly died last time. Oh, I know she means well, but my god. What's the move, Medusa? Did you really think you could beat me like this? You will be punished. You won't make good research subject. Oh? What happened to the snake tattoo on your shoulder? Oh! Okay. Oh my god, back here! So yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I have 1,000 snakes living in my body. I can spare just a few. Holy shit! Okay, that's why I don't remember Mizune. Holy shit! Oh, that's so rough. Like, also, like, yeah, the spurt, seeing the crackles of, like, yeah, like, the like vector arrows streaming out of her. Like, in place of gore, actually, that looks so cool. Oh, the tattoo looks so good. Like, the arrows themselves, like, they look fine, but also, like, we've seen them enough times that, like, they don't, like, they have an impact, but it's not as much of an impact as the tattoo. The tattoo looks so insanely fucking cool here. Holy shit. I mean, also, Medusa herself looks great. Eat her up and don't leave a trace. Cool. But okay. Clever. Yeah, so she's got, like, magic life form. She's got familiars, essentially, that she can, like, still command without using magic. Like, they're already, they're autonomous. Cool. And okay, skedaddle. Yes, I just got here myself. This is real high risk, high reward. It was a much better situation than, than she could have hoped for. Like, she would have been absolutely fucked if she hadn't already planned for this. But this is still less than ideal. Like, if everyone senses a witch and then you happen to be there first, it's a little sus. And okay, Stein's already on her case. Like, nope, I don't think this is the witch that hurt Soul. That witch took the demon sword and its meister with her. If it was the same witch tonight, she wouldn't have canceled her soul protect right in the middle of Death City for no reason. Because she definitely has some sort of interest in meisters and weapons. That witch is probably in hiding, observing us, don't you think? That is, if she's even here. Well, I'm starting to think it was maybe just meant to put some pressure on DWMA. It's like something a school with law delinquents would do. Is there a witch school, actually? Like, obviously, I'm not saying that's what this was. Like, obviously not. But I wonder if there is. That would be a really fun idea. But yeah, Maka, if you had gotten here in the middle of an actual witch fight without Soul, they would have just fucking killed you. But okay, she's getting it. I turned my eyes away from Soul's wound. I have to face that wound too. I won't let Soul get hurt like that again. I will not lose to fear. Okay. I found my way to make my soul stronger. God, so cool. Yeah, in the moment, realizing it and, like, having the Stein here to be able to say directly, I figured it out. Meanwhile, oh no. Oh, this has awakened many people, I'm sure of it. Oh, this feels good. I sure could get used to this. Oh no. I have a favor to ask you. Okay? Oh, I want you to use that key to release a certain man. I'm sure you've heard of him. Witch jail prisoner number 13. You mean the man with the demon eye? He's the guy who stole Maba-sama's left eye. If I release him, I'll be thrown out of the witch world. No, I'll be killed. But yeah, it's rough. You're in a really bad place. You'll die right here if you don't do this. Also, yeah, so I guess Mafasama having the one half eye patch is supposed to be I have half of my eyes. God, the fact that she changed back and it doesn't feel good anymore is actually really good. Oh my God. Ooh. Erica, you are fucking cooked. The moment you acquiesce to the way that someone wants to step on you, you are giga fucked. Releasing the man who stole Mafasama's left eye is one thing. Changing into a human again and then going, actually, never mind. I need to be in frog mode. It's more steppable. Oh my God. But okay, over at Witch Jail. Oh hey, it's Anubis. Oh, this guy. You're only adding. You haven't multiplied even once. What the fuck do you mean by 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1? That's not multiplication, motherfucker. Shut the hell up. I can't see. I can't see anything. I want to see a good comedy. Okay. Ooh. Next time, the man with the demon eye. Very, very excited to get to that. Okay, let's look at the preview. Oh, another Larry and Joggy. I'm so stunned by how good the first one was. Let's go. Okay, so Larry's a samurai. Joggy being a laughing demon, I guess, is not surprising. Larry. We're ugly. How do you fix this? My face is too tall. My face is too flat. We'll never get girls looking like this. We don't want to spend the rest of our lives as virgins. What the fuck? Okay. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that this works the way you want this to work. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. You changed the number of pieces. Wait a minute. Okay, actually, I see. I thought we were swapping them around. I thought it was we were interchanging them to end up with normal heads. But okay, no. He's just taking out the middle sections. So yeah, for this guy, that's the top half of the eyes, that's the bottom half of the eyes. This is the bottom half of the mouth. The middle bits are just the extended eyes and mouth. So okay, yeah, if you just get rid of those, it's fine. I see. Never mind. You know what? I misjudged you, Kubo. You understand what the fuck you're doing. God damn. Ah, we were twins. I finally found you, big bro. Insane. 1 week later. What the fuck do you mean? Why did everyone have this problem? Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? Banger again. Can't believe it. It works. It makes sense. Okay, another win. Larry and Jackie cooked again. Next, Atsushia. This is Atsushia, a gathering place for people who asked, isn't this manga great? Answer, not really. Okay, what Atsushia needs is mecha. Go on, cat laver, introduce yourself. This looks nothing like a pat laver or like a laver. What the fuck are you talking about? It is good fun. Oh, I mean, also, it doesn't look like a cat. It doesn't look like a cat. It doesn't look like a pat laver. There's no... This is just a robot. Oh, whoa, something came out. This is bad. It's nuclear. It's a nuclear missile. I did it. I am the strongest. Now Atsushi has nothing to fear. The strongest living creature on Earth, Yusan. The biological weapon, Pest. The thing from another planet, Tonagai. The nuclear-armed mecha, Cat Laver. Oh, man. There's no way this is a reference, but about 15 years after this was made, there's a Hunter x Hunter chapter that has such a similar vibe to this panel. Oh, man. I mean, I guess a lot of things have probably done this to some extent, but oh, man. If we keep nuclear weapons around, we'll get bombed. Even without nuclear weapons, the time will come where we get bombed, so it's better to have them. This is Atsushia, a place where we sneak thinly veiled references to social issues into manga. Those of you with nuclear weapons, we look forward to seeing you again. Was it since 2003? Oh, we have translator notes. Okay, so Charisma Justice is from another, Kokubo series. Cool. Yeah, no mention of season because it was a haiku. The Tsubaki. Turning the tables on him. The original Japanese proverb is Miratori ga mira ni naru, which literally means the mummy thief becomes a mummy. A mummy thief goes looking for a mummy in a tomb, gets lost, dies, and essentially becomes a mummy himself. You know, I'm certain this came from like one thing at some point in history and then got generalized, but anything like that feels so weird when you don't have the context. It's a real like, does this happen a lot in Japan? This is a cultural touchstone? This is just a proverb? People say this normally? But okay, so Erika is Karu rearranged. Mizune is Nazumi backwards. Then Cat Laver is a parody of Pat Laver. I guess there's no other way to put it. There's no more derogatory way to say this than a parody. A small reference. It is wordplay suggesting. Anyways, good volume as always. I haven't really been looking at the like ending image thing. Mostly because like, you know, there's not a lot to say here besides just, damn, looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's another banger volume of Soul Eater. Definitely 100% would not call this the kid volume. Like, you know, I appreciate it. There's plenty of series that, you know, like also definitely do a real like, we gotta complete the tree, or we gotta include this character at some point on the covers. And I think it actually is pretty cool to think that like, yeah, like even in the like the redone versions, they're gonna like maintain parity with the covers from the like from the original. But yeah, this was way more of like the like, I guess like talking about the concept of the Kishin. Like we introduced the concept last issue, but this was both like, you know, like I guess it was the aftermath. It's the aftermath of like, you know, like the whole soul situation. Like we started with, you know, the nightmare. We end it with like with soul, like with Maka finally deciding I can't run away. I have to look at my fear straightforward. I have to accept you, and we have to fight together. And like in between, we have the Uncanny Sword story as like, you know, this other parable of like, it is both like a full Tsubaki like focused like story, but it is also relevant to Soul and Maka in the sense of like, yeah, like this is, you know, like this is what you could be. This is another path that, you know, might occur if one of you fears death too much. Yeah, very, very, very happy to also like, you know, Excalibur was also just fun. Sure, he's gonna come back at some point. But yeah, like definitely a different vibe. Like the first like couple of volumes, how do I put it? I doubt Soul Eater's really the kind of series that's gonna have a status quo, especially for like a monthly series. It's very tough to do that. But I do appreciate that each volume has like moved forward a lot while still feeling like, you know, like very comfy. We've had plenty of like downtime. We've had slice of life stuff. We've had just, you know, like more getting to know the characters. We haven't been like ballooning the cast really. And like, you know, what we did do in this volume when it comes to like, you know, expanding on the cast, like apart from Excalibur, who again cast in a very loose way. But like, yeah, we've seen a lot more witch stuff as well, which is really, really cool. Very excited that we're, you know, getting to see a little more of that world, and we still have so many mysteries there as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for continuing to support the channel. I don't have a whole lot of like ending bits on this one. I feel like we capped off in a really clean place. So, but if I missed anything, if I didn't talk about anything, do let me know in the comments, and you know, I can talk about it there, or I can bring it up next volume. We'll see. But I'll see you next time for next Soul Eater. Until then, bye for now. Yeah, yeah.